I'd like to give all glory and praise and honor to the Most High. We're going to get into it today, man. Now, today, we're going to be listening to a short little audio clip. And when you listen to it, you're going to see elements of what they're talking about in these Bible scriptures about how these gangstalkers, they're pretty much living the life of Cain. Freemasons, we know they walk in the footsteps of Cain. And we know that Cain was a fugitive. So when you listen to this clip, you're going to see elements of what they're talking about in this Bible verse, man. It's clear as day. So first off, we're going to start off with the verse right here. Genesis 4:12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond thou shalt be in the earth. That's what the scripture said about Cain. He's going to be a fugitive and a vagabond. Thou shalt be in the earth. Now let's take a look at the definition of a fugitive. A person who has escaped from a place or is in hiding, especially to avoid arrest or persecution. So this is what it is. Somebody that's trying to avoid arrest or persecution. So this is how Cain and his descendants live their lives. And these guys, they walk in the footsteps of Cain. They're always trying to avoid persecution or arrest for something that they did wrong. Always on the run, always hiding. Let's do one more. So right here, it's the same Bible verse, but we're just going to look at the definition of a vagabond. A person who wanders from place to place without a home or a job. Now, there's nothing wrong with people that's homeless or jobless, especially if you're in this program. We understand that. We understand what you're going through. But this is talking about people that's, done something wrong and they're on the run. They fleeing from persecution, not because, they're in the right. It's because of something they did wrong. This is what it's talking about. A fugitive and a vagabond thou shalt be on the earth, because of something that they did wrong. Oh, man. So we're going to get into the clip, and you listen to this little short clip, and you're going to see exactly that the scriptures is like, it just pops out to me when she describes what was going on, So let's get into it.
Possible.
That's right.
And that is exactly what they do.
Once you have committed a murder for the CIA and you're a drug, and then if you weren't a drug addict going in, maybe you're a pedophile or they busted you for stealing a car or whatever, and they thought they saw something in you and they brought you in. Once you commit a murder, they got you. So whatever they promised you, you won't get it. But if you try to push too hard for what was promised, they'll just tell you, well, we'll bust you. What you just did was murder. And we'll see to it that you go down for it. You're going to take what you're given. And you begin to realize, I watched it happen. I was at the very top, but I watched what they did to these low-level ops. They would get them to murder. And they got a small fraction of what they were offered, and it took years and years and years for it to even be beneficial. For the most part, these lower level CIA ops are drug addicts and criminals trying to escape shady pasts who live a pretty crappy existence, and then probably get taken out before they get to the ranks that they start to see any real benefit.
Yeah, another thing I would like to point out is a lot of these low-level shills that they continuously have around us, they promise them so many things. They say this and they say that, and they give them, the promise of the big pie in the sky, and keep them stringing along to run their little EEG machines targeted at us, to run their little microwave weapons targeted at us. And these things, if they get caught with them, they are highly illegal. because they are actually used to kill people, where the CIA call a soft kill. So in actuality, these people that are quote unquote gang stalkers and have microwave weapons, they're the same type of assassins, if they were to have a gun or come at you at a knife, but they do it at a distance and they do it over a period of time. This is what the CIA calls a soft kill or gang stalking. This is why they do it. Nevertheless, these people still are killers. That is the bottom line. And they promise these people big houses, the big pie in the sky. They give them drugs, they give them a little money, they buy them a place just to keep them going and to keep them around us. They don't have jobs.
They never have a job.
They're always
home all the time.
They're always home. They're always there, you know, to turn on the microwave weapon or to turn on the EEG machine whenever you get home, so you're targeted with the microwave weapon. So for you agents that are new on me and spy, good luck. Laurel is an ex-CIA agent, but me, myself, I have had many other agents in my life that have kept me alive, that I have seen actually kill other CIA agents in Romania.
Now you see what they both said, man. You know, these guys are always at home. They don't have jobs. You know, there's people that's trying to escape a shady past. You know, and this is exactly what the scriptures, you know, described about Cain and his descendants. They were fugitives and vagabonds on the earth, man. Always fleeing from persecution, man. You know, always fleeing from persecution. This is what it's talking about. You know, and you see, like I said, once again, this is the type of life that they're living. You know, man. Now, you know, and I want to play one more clip, you know, because a lot of these guys, they are informants and they are confidential informants. And this reminded me of a story I did 4 years ago. You know, and this is a story about this guy named Jamaica Lowry. He was working for the cops, and they was pretty much giving him the runaround. And I guess when he figured out that they was giving him the runaround because he was working for these guys for years, he tried to, you know, bypass them. And this is what they did to him. They beat him up and this and the third. But listen to what his brother was saying, man. You know.
Yes, because he told me days before this, if anything happened to me, a Pacific cop did it. And I'm not going to say it on the news.
No names. No names.
He did it. We know who did it. We know who did it.
I'm like, nobody's getting no name. Trying to hide it.
We know who
it's
did
okay,
it.
we already know.
Trying to hide it. I speak to my brother every day. I might not see him every day, but I speak to him every day. My brother talks to me very well. He's not, and not one time in that video, my brother was.
He was not harming nobody.
He was afraid.
He said harmless.
He was harmless. He asking for help.
One police officer who you're not naming, you think did this?
He was the one behind the wall.
We don't think we know.
He was the one behind the wall. My brother is not psycho. He said the person who tried to kill him was behind the wall. Go watch the video. Watch the video. He's not talking to himself. He's talking to the police. He's behind the wall. That's who tried to kill him.
That's who killed him.
The police tried to kill him. He said if he's not here within the next hour or two, the police did it.
And then they took him to the hospital.
He got to the hospital. They said, we're not giving you water. We're going to give you a response.
No, we ain't even worried about this.
What was your brother's relationship
We
with
worried
this
about
guy?
who did it.
He worked with him.
As a
He was an informant with him.
As a CIA?
Because they promised my brother if he make arrest for him, he was going to get his kids back.
Right. And he didn't get his kids back.
They ain't had no intention of getting my brother his kids back.
For a very long time. Very long time.
For a very long time. Very long time. Just because he wanted his kids back and they didn't receive. Let me see this.
Just watch the video.
Let him interview mama. Interview moms.
My son
What they
was
are?
working for the cops.
What they are?
And at the
As you can see, this is what they're doing. You know. They was giving them the good old runaround, man. You know, this is why I look, man. These guys, you know, they commit the crimes, and they don't want to do their time, man. You know, they want to come out here and boss you around, and this is who they use, man. You know, this is why I just stay low, you know, and just keep it pushing, because these guys, you know, you're going to see them coming around you, you know, and they trying to start fights with you, trying to start conflicts. You know, they try to force interaction with you to get a storyline, you know. And, you know, and sometimes, you know, I look back and I get pissed off at myself for even reacting to just some of these guys, you know. And I try my best to not even, you know, to not even do anything, you know, just to keep it pushing, you know. But these guys are like ticks, you know, because they don't got nothing else to do. This is what they do, man, you know. And you got to try your best not to give these guys no attention. Don't hang around these guys, you know, because they don't care. Their job is to set you up and entrap you and put you in the same position as them, you know. Because everybody think that you're guilty out here. You did something wrong, and that's not the truth. You know, these guys are doing way more heinous crimes, you know, than we are. And you know, and it's getting to the point where I seem like, look, damn, people that didn't sell you out, you know, or sell out their entire community, these are the ones that's hated out here. Like, a lot of these niggas, these guys sold you out, you know. You know, a lot of them in gangs. They wearing gang colors. They listening to gangster music all day, and they informants, man. And they mad at you for not breaking the law. This is what they mad at you for. You know, they mad at you because you don't want to do the things that they doing. You know? And it's like, look, these are not the guys that's not going to make change out here. It's not them. You know, these are not the people that's going to make change, man. It's the ones that's going to stand their ground. You know? You know? Their job is to set you up and entrap you, man. You know, this is why they constantly coming around, you know, trying to pretend to be a friend, this, that, and the third, you know. And you just gotta play possum and watch them, man, because they're gonna reveal their hand, you know, on what they want to do to you, and you gotta keep the Most High, you know, in the forefront, you know. But you see the life that these guys are living is just like Cain, man, and his descendants. And they're walking in the footsteps of Cain. All right. Oh, man, he was a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth, always trying to avoid arrest or persecution, man. You can't tell me that the scriptures is not telling the truth, man. Now, we're going to play one more clip from this woman. She says it herself. A lot of these guys out here, they informants. You know, and they working with the enemy. So people know out here now. People starting to wake up, man.
If a person is being targeted, and I just want you guys to understand, that means that there's so many different roles that everybody play in your life with the targeting. So it's a group effort to target you. Meaning, the nurse will target you if you have children. The nurse is going to target you at the doctor's office. The doctor is going to target you. If you have children, the teachers are going to target your children. The teachers were put there to target your children. I mean, they wasn't put there to target them, but they were already involved. So they know what teachers are part of this program, this gang stalking program. Some of the co-workers that you have will be gang stalkers. They will be a part of this gang stalking because they want to cause you stress. As much stress as they can, all around the board. So the people that you live with is going to cause you stress. They want to play psychological games with you. The teachers at the school is going to play psychological games with you and your children. And if you have a job, the workers at the job are going to play psychological games with you. And if you go to the doctor's office is involved too. So it's all of these people. It is doctors, lawyers, teachers, school teachers, nurses, doctors. It's all of these people involved in this program to destroy your life. And I just noticed a lot of the people too that I was around, all of a sudden their lives got extremely better. They started doing really good in life out of nowhere. My kid's father, Nelson Edward Peace Jr., I believe he, like I said, he was a big part of it. I believe he was a honeypot. They put him in my life so I could have children by him, so they can continue the psychological warfare, so that me and him have his baby. Now my baby is on the spectrum because he was most likely doing drugs when we were together. They put these problems into our life, just like they put these drugs into the community, just like they put all of these other things into our community so that we could destroy ourselves as a Black community. Now it's just gotten to the point where the Black community is willingly destroying their own people. So the Black community, especially the people in the hood, most of the people in the hood, they work for the oppressors. Most of the people in the hood are informants of the police.
You know, you see it right there. And if you was to tell me this before, I'd have been like, nah, no way. But I see it now. I know that she's not lying. I know. It's true, man. And like I said, I did a video like in the past. Like, look, this stuff is also tied into the land. You know, this program is then tied into like the indigenous people not getting the land back. Like I said, I did a video like years ago showing you that, look, it's people that, you know, that was melanated that also came over here with the Caucasian, and they helped them to take the land. You know, so this right now, the state that these guys are in, they don't care because this is their heaven. This is heaven for them, man. Oh, man. You know, being a sellout, being at the bottom, getting the crumbs. This is their heaven, man. But you can see that, you know, every now and then the Most High move his hand, you know, to show them, like, look, I ain't forget about all that wickedness that you did. You know, because these guys are cover things up, you know. A lot of people, innocent people won't get no justice. But every now and then the Most High will move his hand just to let them know. You ain't get away with nothing, man. You know, this is why I did that video telling you that, look, man, stay away from people that are allowed to commit crime, man. Because people that love to commit crime, it's always going to fall under the captain. That captain is the law enforcement. You know? So what you're really looking at is a slave. You know? They out here, they want to gang bang, they want to do all manner of wickedness. And that's why they're in this position to begin with. A lot of them, not all of them. You know, because we know there's some innocent people in this joint that, you know, they just got set up. I understand that. But, you know, the ones that this applied to, we know who this is who I'm talking about. You know, you gotta stay away from these guys, man, because they wasn't following the law to begin with from Jump Street. Just like that William O'Neill character in the Black Panther movie, he wasn't following the law. He broke into a car, and the cops got him, and they used him to take down the rest of the other Black Panthers and stuff like that. You know, this is what they do. You gotta stay away from guys like that, man. Be wary of guys like that. And like the scripture says, and like I always said in my videos, woe unto you that walk in the footsteps of Cain. Oh man, that's it, man. I'm gonna put the links in the description box. All the videos I did in the past showing you elements of this too. And yeah, man. You know, that's it, man. And one thing I want to point out again, you see how the lady said, you know, everybody else around her started doing good while she she was doing bad. She digressed. So that's because these guys are eating off of you, man. And everybody's eating off you. This is why, you know, they're going to participate. But little do they know, these handlers, and I ain't talking about these lower level guys. We're talking about the big dogs. They watching everything that you're doing. And while you sitting out here kicking and been laughing at us, they watching everything that you've been doing, man. You know? Oh, man. That's why I said, look, man, we already know that they have a disdain for us. But look, we enduring, man. These guys, they did wrong and they don't want to endure. So, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Most High's not playing with you guys either, man. All praise to the Most High.